You know, when we're talking about automation, and we didn't know anything about, our machines are we have full automatic machines, mostly designed for rolls. We have sheet fed machines that will gantry, pick up material, drop it on, okay, and an auto pusher. Real simple stuff, not a big deal. But we had a customer contact and said, James, can we automate post cutting? You know, it's 30 grand a year. So I knew nothing about it, but can you go get it figured out for us? They bought several big machines from us, so we went and took a look, and I'm like, wow. Oh, I said, I have no idea what we'd be talking about cost-wise, do you? He'd worked at some other factories that had a lot of robotics in it. He says, they're gonna be between 50 and 100 grand. I said, okay. So anyway, I went and looked at it and realized we should be offering post-cutting automation because it's less than 50,000. And so then it was finding the right factory that would build it for use with our machines. And we started off there. Now we're literally, as soon as I leave here, I go to Phoenix with a guy that will write the code and the software for us to start building our own post-cutting robotics. And we're gonna do it with stepper motors instead of servo motors. Servo motor is really, really precise. I mean, I can start welding points in a motherboard for a smartphone or something. It's really, really precise. But all my customers, they're cutting out 12-inch circles and stuff. I can miss something by 5 inches and it's still gonna work. And so we're like, the cost of the robotics is so up in the air, we can bring that way, way down and make it affordable for everybody. But most companies are afraid of robotics, like, hell, do I gotta have an engineer to keep the thing running, a mechanical, and an electrical engineer? But as we started looking at it, you pick up the arm. If you've ever done a macro in an Excel spreadsheet, you pick up the arm, you put it in first position, enter, squeeze, enter, pick up, enter, move it here, enter, drop it, enter, run. And it just does the same sequence. You store those sequences, it just makes a heck of a lot of sense. So, no matter what the scenario is, we have the ability now to accommodate everything after the cut. And it's extremely, I mean, you're talking 30K to, so after 1 year it's free.
Mm-hmm.
So
does it expel the, how do you get the panel out after that? Let's say
well, this is a manual press. Now the nice thing with us, guys, is you say, James, I need a bigger machine or I want an automatic machine. Within 6 months, I'm giving you 90% of what you paid for this. Okay, you do it within the first year, I'm giving you 80% still. But robotics works with full automated machines. So on a roll, or if we're picking something up, okay, sometimes you have conveyors where you're dropping on the conveyor and the conveyor brings it through, but conveyor belts are expensive. So we try to avoid that. So what we started doing was a double conveyor table, one on the back, one on the front. So the one on the back would push it through. It cuts on a regular cutting board that saves money, okay? And then it has a pusher, brings it out onto this conveyor belt. And once it's out here, robotics can pick up the pieces, stick it in boxes, do anything you want. And not just pick it up, put it there, which it looks like you guys would be doing. But if I was doing 12-inch circles, I can pick up 3 at one time, stick them here, pick up the second 3 and put them behind and keep moving around this pallet until it's this far. It's on a scissor table, and it really gets down. It's an equation of volume and how often you're changing your job. But in a market that's very, very competitive, where pennies matter because you're doing hundreds of thousands of something for a big company, that's how you get the biz. Just automated. So, yeah, line, I don't know, I'm sure you guys got a wealth of people out here, but as you start doing line automation and everything else, it takes time being in the factory and working and you suppose what will work, and then you go and you realize there's bugs, and you send a guy out on stuff like that. He'll be here a week making everything just work the way it's supposed to. But even looking at this one line over here, I'm like, oh, that would not be a very hard fix to turn a three position line into a one or two position line. So yeah, if you guys decided, hey, I want auto picking, I want it to put there, I want it to cut, grapnels on that side, finish pieces on this, and just automate that process, then we take this one back. It's more than likely what most people do is they say, oh, that's a great selling feature, but they never give us their machines back. They just, when they recognize the dollars, and it's great to always have two machines as a backup, but
And your robotics, the mechanical parts come from China, like this machine does?
Well, on this machine, Mitsubishi, the PLC, that's Japan. Okay, your HMI screen, that's also Japan. What we can get from China, of course, we will get from China, and the stuff that we know isn't worth the, because in the end, we are only doing well.